Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. We're talking to you guys about Uche and the Aliyah situation. Now, we already said that we had some problems with Uche. We felt like it was some problems with Uche and him and Aliyah, right? But now we're having a conversation about whether this situation, him not liking Aliyah, him not potentially finding her attractive, is more to do with colorism than actually being about her. And I want to be very clear. First of all, this is not an African thing. Don't get it twisted. Colorism exists everywhere, including Africa. And there are African men, just like there are European men, just like there are black men here, American men, whatever, who do have coloristic particular views. That's point blank. What I would say is that I think it's very easy to quickly run down the line of straight away when someone has a preference, even if it's been that the preference is light skin, that they're colorist. I think it's too easy to go down that line. I think it's a cheap shot. And so long as a person is not, I feel personally, the person not degrading their own in terms of skin tone. So as long as they don't say they hate their particular skin tone in terms of a woman, I think it should be fair game to say someone's got a preference, they like lighter skin tone women. That's it. Get over it. Move forward. Sometimes we want to attach colorism to everything, and then sometimes I like it does too much. Sometimes that person just has a particular type, and that type has worked for a very long time, and so it's embedded in that's my type. You know what I mean? Like I get, you know what? The ones that usually respond to you are usually women of a lighter hue. All right, and that may have stuck with you for a little while, and it's become your preference, rather than it being a coloristic situation where he hates his own. He's never said that. He's never come out to say that. I think it's just too easy to label someone's choice as being an ism in this particular case, right? But there is something to be said. Because I'm going to play the video of what she described as her experience, which I can't even be against it because I really feel like Uche, and I'm going to say what I would say though is when I saw the hair, just going to say when I saw the haircut, I said it was giving. I think, in all honesty, he tried to make it work with Aliyah, but he's got too many internal issues of his own thoughts and feelings and how he feels about himself and how he feels about trust as to why this relationship was never going to work. And we're glad it didn't work, I'm honest with you, because he would have terrorized her. And he would have terrorized her because his feelings of feeling unsafe would have been consistently triggering him in a relationship. And I think that this might have been a classic example of anxious attachment versus avoidant attachment once more again. And maybe we can discuss on another video, but let's get into this. If you're new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of uploads. And we want to make sure you guys as well know we're trying to get to 100K by the end of the year. We're trying to do the impossible. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the impossible. Okay, let me stop that. That don't work. And so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Also, for those of you who are returnees, you already know what the motto is. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because squeeze out there hot. Let's get into this.
But
Sure.
we tried.
How long was that kind of period of trying things out?
About a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to push too hard on this topic, but
You should.
what was kind of the realization where you felt like, okay, this isn't going to work?
They had been told by some of the other cast members that he was really, he just was sort of saying some things about me to them. And I guess they had like a group chat. I don't know. Never seen it, but just multiple people telling me, Aliyah, this is what's being said and you deserve more. You're a great person. You're real. You're a great woman. And I feel like, you shouldn't have to chase after somebody. You know what you need to do, and this is by multiple people. I also was feeling it. I did try to ask him, like, what is it that, I thought we had this connection and this, what is it? I don't think he was open to it. And I'm going to be honest, I think that he wasn't truly attracted to me as well.
Really?
He mentioned that I wasn't his type, his ideal type. And yeah, that was kind of hurtful too, because I was kind of like, I didn't care how he looked. I even said in my interviews, like, I thought he was short, stocky, nerdy, glasses.
Yeah.
I still would have been in love. I still would have been. So it was a little hurtful, but I think it kind of gave me enough to be like, it's time to move on. Let's heal. Let's move forward, Sean. But We
One thing I'm gonna say is, Cameron, please stop saying yeah in between. Just let her just. He said the yeah and the sure is a lot. But anyway, listen, no, good interview anyway. But as she said there, right? She feels like old boy didn't like her, and my internet be bugging this. You know what? I'm gonna change the camera, guys. I'm sorry because it be bugging. But she feels like a situation with old boy is tricky because in all instances when it comes to her and Uche, he's let her know that that's not his type, and I think that's okay, right? It's not nice, not pretty. We all know that they come on the show to be looked at in a different way. We want to be able to say, hey, look, that person, is I'm not looking at that person, I'm not thinking about that person in that way. I don't want to think about it in a physical format. I came here to look at the heart. Yeah, 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 yeah. But you're going to see that person eventually, and people are going to make decisions, which I'm not angry at when they make a decision that goes, actually, I'm not really feeling that. That ain't for me. I get it. I really do. I really kind of get it. So I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying to you? It happens. So all I would say in this instance is, I think for Aliyah, she's missed a really she's missed out, and I think that's great because there's too much madness in the situation. I think we're glad that she doesn't have to go through the craziness, because Uche would have dragged her through the mud. I'm promising you, he would have dragged her through the mud. Not only because it's not her type, but because also the way he reasons and he thinks and he tries to win. And because he's an avoidant and she's more, I believe, an anxious, they're going to trigger each other. And more so, when he gets triggered, he pulls away. That pulling away is going to make her want to pull closer, but then she knows she can't get him. It's just gonna cause mayhem. And it would have been another 1 or 2 years pain. In fact, it would have probably ended up being her cheating again without telling somebody again, right? Because she would have been suffering in that relationship without really able to speak up. This is a lucky miss for her. You know what I mean? Like, I would be rejoicing from the hilltops for her, because I don't think Uche is in a good place right now. I personally don't think he's ready for a relationship from what we saw in 2022 and on the show. I think he needs to spend time on healing. I think he needs to spend time with himself. I think he needs to spend time to recalibrate. I think he needs to spend time to I think you need to spend time in just being able to sit with self and actually question, why do I make the moves that I make? Because, sis, trust me, him making you his type is the least of your worries. It's the least of your problems. Least of your problems, honestly. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification uploads. We appreciate you guys. Locked, loaded. We'll see